Sometimes my phone takes over my microphone. So, yeah, what's happening? We got a rainy Thursday here in Maine. We'll take it. I do a lot of my coaching stuff on Thursday and Friday. So, rain doesn't bother me. I'm inside most of the day. So, good morning, Rachel. What's happening? Good to see you. How are you? Yeah. Hey, we got the front door in yesterday. So, that was good. The old ugly door we got rid of, and looks nice. It's starting to come around. Feel like our own, not somebody else's, abused and beat up thing. So, hey, Rick, good to see you. What's happening? Good to see everybody this morning. Old Tuck is headed for the spa this morning for a grooming. Overdue. Wendy's taking him down to Lincoln, Maine. Scott Bungay, good to see you, buddy. How are you? What's happening? What's up, Fred Turner? How you doing, Dad? Tyler Kirk is in. Yeah. Things just got a lot cooler. Andrea Gooch, what's happening? Yeah, how are you guys? Slept pretty good last night. Got almost 6 hours with the dreaded CPAP mask. So I find the more hours I can log with that, the better I feel during the day. So we'll keep chugging on that. Roy, I know you feel the pain, but gotta have sleep. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, stay cool, man. Keep cool. Shoot, pulled in this morning, saw a rabbit, and Stella got out of the Jeep and started chasing it. So that was good. Never a dull moment here at what I'm referring to as the 276. So, yeah, we got Jess Novak, Andrea Gooch, and the OG, Mr. Roy Dahl. Yeah, good to see you guys. Yeah, we got a bunch done yesterday, and like anything, it's easy to take something apart, harder to put it back together. So we had to do some of the re-insulating yesterday, and they got this Celotex insulated board on the inside of the house. So every time I do something, there's a depth issue. So we had to cut that and put that together. But Wendy was a big help yesterday with the front door and getting things. She was the right person to put on the re-insulation project. She got it just right, stapled just nice. She actually asked me, she goes, hope she's not listening. She said, because, insulation, the writing's one way or the other. She goes, does it have to be right side up? I said, no, you put it on there whichever way you want. But I got to like the eye for detail, right? The comments seem to be caught up faster in your new digs. That might have something to do with the Starlink that we have out back. So it's pretty rip-roaring fast. So we like that. Steve Molan, good to see you doing the honey-do list. Yeah, everybody liked the Waylon music. That was Wendy's choice. My favorite is Waylon. And so Wendy said, I put some of your music on for the reel tonight. So we get a lot of comments and a lot of good feedback. So a lot of you guys are enjoying following along. So we'll keep posting, keep doing things. Won't be much today. More of a work day, work day. And then, but I got strapping coming. I got 3/8 plywood coming. I've got 3/4 plywood coming. So tomorrow is going to be a great day to kind of, we're almost ready to wrap up the plumbing rough end and the electrical rough end. Is just maybe these guys have another day each here. But we needed some runway to get a few things done and get them squared away. So we could be into drywall sometime in the next couple of weeks or so, which is great. Then I think we're going to be able to take a break and get out of, his name's Billy. We'll get out of his hair and maybe take a literal day off. So Dave Davis from Denver is in, ladies and gentlemen. We can get going now. Dave Howard. It's like the Daves show up all at the same time. We got Dave Brackett, bang, then Dave Howard, bang, Dave Davis, bang. There's like a Dave alarm that goes off somewhere, a big light in the sky. Hey, the live 365's on. So all the Daves have to come. Good to see you guys. 3 pretty good regulars right there. So we've been talking about being dangerous in a capable way, right? We spent 10 days talking about it on the personal side. Now, talking about hard truths that I've kind of learned about building a dangerous business, mostly from things that I've observed, patterns I've seen. Okay. And today's title for today's talk is Stop Building a Business Around Your Current Version. Okay. Version being you, right? We have to grow. Here's the truth. A lot of business owners are everybody's trying to build a bigger business, right? What are you trying to do? I'm trying to grow, trying to scale, right? But we try to do it with the same habits and the same mindset, and the same identity, and the same leadership level that created our current ceiling. Okay, and it doesn't work like that, because eventually in business, you can only grow to the level the owner has grown. So we hit that ceiling, right? A bigger business is going to require bigger leadership. It's going to require bigger discipline. It's going to require a bigger commitment to good communication, to emotional control. It's just going to require bigger thinking. You ever talk to somebody and they ask you a couple questions, you're like, man, I wasn't thinking big enough. I just wasn't thinking big enough. So at some point, your current version becomes the bottleneck. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Over the past several days, we've talked about tolerating too much, how poor leadership can create, a weak leadership can create strong employees. We've talked about whether or not you have a time problem, or maybe it's a boundary problem, okay? Talked about uncertainty and addiction to being needed, and chaos, and how the business mirrors you, okay? So today I want to talk about identity ceilings, okay? When we start kind of topping out a little bit, and like your personal evolution as a leader, okay? A lot of people want bigger results without becoming someone capable of sustaining them, right? It just doesn't happen. As I always say, it just doesn't fall out of the sky, because every business owner, every business actually hits what I call the owner's ceiling, right? You're kind of tapping out. You topped out, right? So we need more capacity. We're going to raise the ceiling. We got to raise the floor, right? As Ben Hardy says in the book, The Science of Scaling, that I just read. That's a great book. If you haven't grabbed it, pick it up. So at first, let's start at the beginning. At first, right, hustle can grow the business, right? We're doing everything. Hey, Bob, do you do? Yeah, we do that. Hard work can compensate for some shortcomings, right? Personality can carry some momentum, can get you through some things, can skate you by. But eventually, growth exposes leadership limitations. Okay, now we've grown. Hey, now we're doing 500K. Now we're doing 1 million, right? Now there's communication breakdowns. Now I'm not so sure I want to delegate because nobody does it like me. Now there's some, half-assed, like, emotional decision making. Yeah, just do that. Throw money at it. Make that go away. Poor systems, weak hiring, lack of or no structure. And then it all equals like leadership inconsistency. And this is one of the things we've been talking about. And I just said this to somebody last night. What got you here won't get you there. Right? Yeah, is that cliche? Sure, but worth restating. Okay. And we try to scale without evolving sometimes. So, how many owners want like more revenue, right? Bigger team, freedom, scale, all the stuff. But then we resist the structure, the delegation, the leadership growth, the deep work, the inner work, the emotional maturity, if you will, accountability. And as I always say, we resist those difficult conversations, okay? Bigger business is going to amplify the weaknesses, okay? So if there's a chink in the armor, it's going to get exposed at that higher level. Growth doesn't eliminate problems, it exposes them, simply said, right? We got an owner still acting like a lead carpenter, right? Well, I like being in the field. Refusal of systems. We've got it. We kind of, everybody knows how it gets done. Micromanaging. Well, hey, I'm just checking things out. Emotional volatility, right? Being right on the edge of frustrated all the time. And then just that lack of leadership development, right? Jess says, I don't want to find people who do it like me. I want to find people who do it better than me. Right. Yeah, exactly. Always looking for those people, right? Like identity is the real upgrade here, right? So real business growth requires some identity shift, right? We got to go from worker to leader. We got to go from operator to visionary, from reactive to intentional, from emotional to disciplined, and from controlling to empowering, right? Your next level requires a different version of you. So get to work, right? You can't keep thinking the same and reacting the same and operating the same and communicating the same and expect dramatically different outcomes. Well, we hit 1 million this year. Okay, I'm not going to do any work on myself, not going to do any leadership development, not going to work on any personal mastery at all, but we're going to 2 million next year. Well, how are you going to do it? Because this year was a shit show, right? Okay, we did 1 million, but boy, was it painful. Okay. Dangerous leaders build their future self. It's that old saying, who does the future you need you to be today? Okay. They build systems. Good morning, Luke. They build systems before they need them. They develop leaders early, like be looking for that person to step into those roles. They intentionally improve their communication, right? They create structure intentionally, proactively. They're thinking long-term. They're playing the long game. They're investing in their personal growth. They're going to conferences. Hey, maybe they joined it. Maybe they joined the Edge Live. Maybe they're working with a coach, okay? They stop building the business around their exhaustion and their emotions and their current capacity, okay? The goal is not to build a business your current self can survive. The goal is to build a business that your future self would be proud to lead. That's where we're headed, okay? So guys, think about these few things. Businesses hit leadership ceilings, right? A lot of that has to do with where the choke point is of the bottleneck point is of the owner, right? Growth exposes weaknesses. Identity evolution matters, right? We just don't grow to a certain level and stop. We're never done. Keep working on it. If you're uncomfortable on video for your social media, do more of that. Get comfortable. It's going to require more of you at the next level. Future-focused leaders build intentionally. So what part of your current identity is limiting your next level? That's what I want to leave you with today for a question. What part of your current identity is limiting your next level? Well, I've always kind of been blue collar. I just kind of like the field. Nothing goes right if I'm not in the field. Or I don't want to hire anybody that's better at sales than I am. I don't want to hire a PM that's more organized than me. Think about it, guys. No one ever got to the top by themselves. All right. Anybody doing something great is doing it with help, whether you see it or you don't. Okay. Speaking of help, have you considered joining the Edge Live? We had a great call on Tuesday. Our calls are 3 Tuesdays a month at 5 p.m. We do a personal development call, a business development call. Now, most recent one was called Office Hours, right? Where you bring a challenge to the group. We help you solve it, all right? We spend a lot of time talking about leadership evolution because eventually the business can only grow as much as the leader grows, okay? That's where the real work begins. I won't beat you over the head with it today. I'd love for you to join Edge Live. I'll pop the link in. Wendy's on the road, getting tucked squared away at the spa. So bougie little Belvedere, I call him. But he's getting squared away, and then she'll be back a little bit later. But I'll pop that link in right after. Got a lot going on today. A lot of coaching calls. I got a lumber delivery coming. I'm really gonna try not to do anything today. Rest the hands. But I got a few hours in between calls here and there, but I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna. Today is a physical rest day for me. I promise. We'll see how that goes. Stop laughing. So, yeah, guys, check us out on the Edge Live. I'll put the link in. If you like this, this is what I call Live 365. It's different. This is just a daily thing that I do. It's open to everybody. Yeah, right, Roy says. It's open to everybody, but I hope you share it. Primary purpose is just to continue to deliver personal and development strategies to help people level up at business and life. I don't know it all, but I'm just sharing some things that I've learned along the way. So waiting for a good Billy Jack reel. Yeah. Wendy gave I was calling it a Bruce Lee. Wendy gave the door frame a good old Billy Jack yesterday. I go, give that thing a kick. Call it a stretch day, Bob. Yeah, I like that. We'll do morning stretch, all the things. I did ice this morning. So, yeah, it's nothing like a good Billy Jack reel where you just, kind of like you, Rick, years ago when you put a good beating on that storm door and folded it up like a paper airplane. I was doing trim at my brother's house once, and I saw a storm door fly by the picture window. Followed by him chasing it down and really showing the storm door who's boss. Then he came in, he said, yeah, Dad and I headed to Home Depot to get another storm door. Boy, I bet that felt good, though. That's $74 I spent. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, man. When I do the demo stuff, I kind of get a little bit maybe overzealous. But I have to try to settle down a little bit. So the last bit of demo I've been doing, I've been just kind of do a little bit, clean up a little bit, do a little bit. That way I don't maim myself, get tired of putting Band-Aids all over me every morning. The fall off the ladder got my attention. I do have to say, I had to slow down a little bit. Spinning around backwards on a little giant, and then one leg pops off the porch, and now you're looking and going, wow, the ladder's 6 feet, but I'm up another couple feet. This is gonna hurt. And it did, but I'm all right. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Share this out if you don't mind. I appreciate it. And yeah, just keep showing up. I'll be here at 8 a.m. tomorrow with day 9. Today's day 518 in a row. Every once in a while, the days just kind of click by. I almost kind of stopped counting, but I was like, geez, I'm well into the fives now. So day 518, if my math is correct, we just keep on going. So yeah, good advice, Roy. Stay off ladders. I will. I'll be safe. We got too much to do here to get hurt or sidelined in some way with some shoulder thing or elbow thing or whatever. So what is it? Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? Have a great day, guys. I love you. Hope you have a fantastic day. Do something for somebody else today. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Take care, guys. We'll see you.